Hi everyone, my name is Kanika Kush and I'm an NLP practitioner, a coach and a counselor. I specialize in teen counseling and also then subsequently speaking to parents about how can people communicate together. Today I want to speak about parenting, but before that I want to ask you a question, and the question is this: that would you agree that all of us that have children, there is a difference between being a biological mother or father and being a parent? And let me bring your attention to something. Today, in today's world, we have so many adoptive parents and they're doing an excellent job. So that kind of answers our question that everybody who's a biological parent or a person who's biologically given birth to an offspring is not necessarily a person who is born a parent. So that pretty much answers our question, which leads us to believe that parenting is actually a skill that can very easily be developed over time. Right? So with that in mind, I have 4 things that I think all parents at any age or stage, even if you're a parent of a 30-year-old, you can still put this into practice. So the 4 questions that all of us parents need to keep asking ourselves at pretty much every stage of our lives are the following. Number 1, if you're a parent and you're having a difficult circumstance in terms of something to do with your child, then the first question you need to ask yourself is this: how do you feel about it? That's very important. And the reason is, all said and done, we were children once, then we grew into adults, and then we are parenting now. Now, could it be some kind of a conditioning? Could it be something that is affecting us in the atmosphere, in the environment, in our ecosystem, which is not allowing us to actually see things for what they are, but we are coming from a place of feeling something, and that is what we are projecting on to the child in terms of a reaction. So the first question is, how do you feel about the circumstance? Number 2, how is this impacting your child? So again, there is a circumstance, there's a situation at hand, and you are getting worried, or you are responding or reacting in a certain way, or you want to. Before that, a quick question to ask is, how is this impacting my child? And needless to say that we will have to be very truthful to ourselves and very honest with ourselves, because at the end of the day, we do love our children and want the best for them, right? So to answer this question, what you may want to think is, how is this impacting my child? Which means, is this going to impact his or her future in terms of physical health, mental health, academic health, psychological development, social development, all these things. If there is a direct impact that the circumstance is creating or making for the child, then yes, please go ahead and do what you have to. That's your instinct. But if it's not, then again go back to question 1 and think, are you feeling something from your past, or from the way that you have been conditioned and brought up, and that's being projected onto the child? Or is it in actuality or in reality something that you need to look at? Number 3, again with honesty, is it my need or the child's? This happens to me a lot of times. When I'm trying to tell my child to do something in a particular way, with me, I would say, maybe because I come from this space, so it's mostly behavioral. I'm a mother of a 14-year-old child. So a lot of times I'm asking him to do something a certain way. And then I go back and dissect it and realize, no, it is it is my need. Whereas my child is very different from me. He is very unique from me. So what he may want to do in a certain situation with his instinct could be the best situation or the best response to a situation, as opposed to what I need him to do. It's very blurry, but we'll have to just practice this, keep practicing it, because look, at the end of the day, they are not our property and we don't own them. At the end of the day, we are just here to guide them carefully till they're just ready enough to maybe not need us anymore. After you have asked yourself those 3 questions, then the 4th thing you need to ask yourself is, what do I need to do now as a parent? And then the answer will come, because you've already eliminated the first 3, right? How do I feel? How is it impacting my child? Is it my need or the child's? Once these are out of the situation, then you ask, okay, there is a situation at hand. How do I parent my child? Or what do I need to do as a parent? And that's when the answer will pretty much come very clearly, very, very easily. Finally, needless to say that all of this need to be done with a calm mind, with an open mind, because nothing really can be solved with a worried mind or a panicky mind. So breathe, take it easy, and take a step back. Be calm, be open, and then ask these questions to yourselves. Because I think as parents, the biggest task we have on our hands is to look after our children and make them as amazing as they are set out to be, right? And you'll see that after doing this exercise, slowly we will actually slowly arrive at our own little cobwebs of chaos, and slowly disentangle from them and become better parents, and more than that, even better human beings.
And it'll be so awesome if you can also comment on how you parent your children, and maybe the rest of us can learn. If there is anything you want to say, please do write in the comment section below. And also, in case you want to get in touch with me for a session in counseling, whether for your teenage child or for yourself as a parent, then please get in touch. I'm really new here and I'm trying to build myself up, so it'll be amazing if you can click on the subscribe button, please. Cheers and happy parenting. Bye everybody.